if you have the #1 overall pick, what you cannot do is take a flyer. You can't take a flyer like, oh, I like this guy's upside. That would be Trubisky. Right? You're taking a flyer. 13 games you don't know. Now, I know they may be burnt from last year, or Carson Wentz, because a little bit of a similar circumstance. You know, what teams is he really playing against? I know people like the cut of his jib, but we don't really know. And so they may be feeling burnt, oh, we need to grab the quarterback. I disagree. They have a lot of holes to fill. Yep. They're picking multiple times in the first round. Right. I like Deshaun Watson at 12, so, I mean, I think that's great.
Who do you like at #1?
At #1, you need high upside, but you're not banking on the highest upside. You want the highest upside with also the highest low side.
You're making me very nervous.
He ain't going to be bad.
Who's #1?
The answer is your guy, Jalen Adams. He's the guy, the safety. You listen to
Jalen Adams. Gracious.
Yes, you listen to Louis Riddick and guys like that. I have yet to hear one question mark about that guy. All I hear is he's going to be excellent for like 10 years, and some people think he's going to be great. So you take a guy where you cannot miss. The worst he's going to be is really good, and the best he's going to be is great. You don't take
Max,
a flyer.
let me go ahead and pull this needle out so I can bust your bubble. You'll never draft a safety as the #1 pick.
I was getting ready to go there. Thank you.
I love where you were going with Trubisky. Trubisky, to me, is more of a mid-first round to late first-round draft pick. Now, I know everyone gets excited about his upside, but what is his upside? What, the fact that he played 13 games and he played a pretty decent year? That's not an upside because of his size. Well, he's not Andrew Luck, so we can stop talking about his mobility. We can stop talking about his arm strength. That means nothing. Deshaun Watson is a winner. The #1 pick to me should be Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle from Alabama. Can play the inside, be disruptive for a lot of defenses. He's more of a Richard Seymour, and we've seen what Richard Seymour did in New England and also in Oakland toward the end of his career.
But if you take a defensive tackle, then you better get Aaron Donald. You're criticizing a safety as the #1 pick.
Everyone criticized Aaron Donald because he's only 6 feet. But the thing is, you have to have an identity for this football team. What is the identity for this football team? We don't know. We don't even know what type of defense they're trying to run. We don't know what offense they're going to run. So if you're trying to get a quarterback or an outside linebacker, maybe a defensive end, yeah, he can rush the passes, but sometimes he's going to have to drop in the zone.
Right.
There's going to be some times where he's going to have to be double teamed. Can he handle the double
Look, I thought Allen should have won the Heisman, to tell you the truth. Well, I don't know if I would take him #1 overall.
Is he an Ndamukong Suh? No, he's not, but he's very close to being Ndamukong Suh if he's healthy. So that's why I say the safe pick is Jonathan Allen, and then you can build around him.
The deal.
By the way, we had a Freudian slip earlier. We went Jalen Adams rather than Jamal Adams. Of course, Jamal Adams, LSU, Jalen Adams,
the
UConn.
basketball player.
Happy you gave UConn a shout-out.
Yeah.